and recent studies have actually shown that in urban areas, it's 10 degrees hotter than rural areas. And luckily for us, Carson Arthur is here to help us cool down a bit. And we're not talking about ice cream or ice cream. That's later on in the show. But yeah, surprisingly, our backyards have a lot to do with this.
Yeah, bake ovens in our backyards. No, we're starting to see more and more studies coming out about global warming, which is great because everybody wants to know how they can impact the rising temperatures we have. And urban heat islands are basically a study that shows that city centers, like where we're standing right now, can be up to 10 degrees warmer than rural sectors. And that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You go to a farm, it's nice and cool, you come to the city, it's hot. But our backyards in tight confined areas, suburbs, actually are impacting this. Almost 70% of all the surfaces we're putting into our backyards right now are asphalt, pavement, concrete, paving stones, flagstone, and they all hold heat.
Wow,
which makes it hotter.
Yeah, which at the end of the day, when you're seeing 35-degree highs and it feels over 40 degrees, that's the last thing you want. So for people who are starting to spruce up their backyards, aside from the aesthetics, what are some of the materials they should be using in order to cool it down?
Well, and again, we wanted people to use stone. Stone is actually great for long-lasting longevity, but we want them to choose the right type of stone. Stones with flex like this, and you can see some of the flex on this stone here. This is from Rhinox. This is a Proma stone. Stone with flex actually disperse the heat better. Lighter color stones, obviously, like wearing light colored clothes, they don't absorb as much heat. Another thing you can do if you already have a patio, put an outdoor rug on it. Now, outdoor rugs, even black ones like this one, are a great way to actually diffuse the heat because this polypropylene doesn't absorb the temperatures the same way as the stone do.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if you have a black outdoor rug and you lift it up and you feel the stone underneath, it actually feels cooler.
Ooh.
Yeah, another simple way to do it, leave your umbrella open.
Okay.
Yeah, it's such an easy concept. Obviously, on a windy day, you want to make sure it's secure.
Totally.
But if you leave it open, the shade from the umbrella will help shade your stone. And this is a great one. This has little lights inside. So it actually is charging while you leave it open. This one's from Rona, and it actually has a solar panel on the top of it, so it's charging all day long. So at night, when you're ready to use it, you have free light.
Gosh. And it's great too because the lights obviously wouldn't be heating up your patio too much, unlike some large lanterns and torches. And
another thing,
like this
guy here, this is an outdoor evaporative air cooler, and you're seeing these from Honeywell. Now this is like an outdoor air chiller. What it does is you hook your garden hose up to it, there's a big fan, and it blows cold air at you and your guests while you're sitting outside. And it runs on the same amount of power as a 140-watt light bulb. So you're actually lowering the temperatures in your outdoor spaces for very little cost.
That's amazing. And this is not a selfie stick, right?
No. More and more people right now are emailing me saying, my plants are wilting, my plants are dying, I've got molds, I've got fungus. A lot of that is being caused from the heat and people watering on top of the plants. Now this is a garden jet, and this actually waters in the root. So you stick it down in the plant and water the plant. This isn't going to work well for your lawn, but for your specimen plants that you've spent a lot of money for your landscaping, this is how you should be watering them.
That's so great. I never even thought about this. And a lot of this would actually work for patios, depending, it doesn't matter how big or how small, right?
The exact same concepts apply for patios and condos. If you have a condo that gets a lot of sun, put the outdoor rug on it. Get the evaporative air cooler. If you have room for an umbrella, get some shade on that patio to stop the absorption of the heat. That's the key.
Wow, look at that. Hey, thank you very much for the tips. Carson Arthur, of course, urban design expert, lifestyle expert, giving us some tips on how to cool down during this summer. I'm just going to put this in a giant glass of scotch now because it's so cool, just like that.